Before you go out and buy a supercar, do yourself a favor and watch this video. Stay till to number 4 because that's the one that surprises the most amount of people. Alright, so number 1, the first reason why you don't want to buy a supercar is because, newsflash, they're expensive. So basically, there's a lot of hidden expenses that come with owning a supercar. First off, the one that most people fail to think about is insurance. Insurance is extremely expensive for regular cars, let alone supercars. They're about 3 to 5 times more expensive to insure than regular cars. So if you're gonna be, financing a supercar and you're gonna be paying lots of money month to month, just think about paying about twice as much once you add insurance on top of that. Not to mention, supercars are extremely expensive to repair. So any kind of scratch or ding or maybe even a full-on crash that you may get into is extremely expensive. So that insurance will definitely help you out. But routine maintenance is also expensive. So you're looking at about $10,000 to $20,000 on average per routine maintenance. That's oil changes, that's brake changes, that's maybe, refilling a bit of your fluids. They tend to be very expensive. So you definitely want to factor in that cost of ownership before you go out and buy one of these supercars. One of the second reasons why you don't want to own a supercar is because they're uncomfortable. So unlike other cars, these supercars don't have a bunch of the creature comforts that you might be used to, especially when you're used to driving one of the most amazing cars in the world, like the Honda Civic. But when you're driving a supercar, first thing you have to consider is they're extremely low to the ground. So you're going to be missing a lot of those curves, a lot of those speed bumps that you're going to be hitting and scraping every single time. And with the car as expensive as a supercar, as a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, you're going to feel every one of those speed bumps, not only physically, but you're going to feel them on your wallet because you're going to be scraping a lot. It's going to hurt you. Any speed bump that you hit in the road, you run the possibility of damaging your wheels, which is another thing people don't really consider. Those are very expensive wheels to replace. On top of that, there's zero storage space anywhere. Now, I know, you don't buy a supercar because they're convenient, you buy them because they're extreme. But if you're gonna daily drive a supercar, you need to be able to store your stuff somewhere. You need to be able to at least carry a cup with you. Combine a bad ride along with bad stability, and then on top of that, no cup holders, your coffee is gonna end up all over you, and that's not something that you're gonna wanna deal with on a day-to-day basis. Reason number 3, because people look at you different. So you're going to be treated like a completely different person in society. You're going to be seen as a jerk inherently because you own a supercar. That is one of the many downfalls of driving around in one. What I recommend to you is, leave your house earlier because chances are traffic is going to be a lot worse to you than it would be if you were in a regular car. On top of that, as soon as you own a supercar, you're no longer allowed to have a dirty car. So you're gonna have to get used to going and wash your car or washing your car at home almost pretty much every time before you go out of your house, because it's pretty bad to see a supercar that's extremely dirty, extremely dusty, and God forbid you have any scratches or dings on your doors or on your fenders, because that looks really bad on a supercar. So those are some things you're gonna want to consider before buying a supercar. Now, fourthly, one of the things that people don't ever consider, and this is the one that catches most people by surprise, is you're never going to be able to use it. So in your supercar is designed to go above 60 miles per hour. It's designed to go fast. It's designed to get fast real fast. It's designed to take you to a whole new version of speed that you know how to reach with your, amazing Civic. But this is something that most people don't consider, is that traffic will not let you go that fast. Not to mention, because you're going to be treated differently, police are going to be a lot more likely to stop you if you're going even just 1 mile per hour over the speed limit. Now, of course, I'm not condoning ever going above the speed limit or driving recklessly, but it's one of those things you're going to have to consider when you're riding in a supercar. Is all eyes are on you, and you're never going to be able to drive it to its full potential. You're never going to be able to enjoy it. And trust me, trying to keep a supercar under 30 miles per hour, especially when you're driving on residential streets, it's extremely difficult. These cars want to go fast. It will kick you in the behind if you aren't going fast enough. So just understand that if you're going to buy one of these cars, you should very much plan to take it out on track days so that you could even enjoy having a supercar. Now, of course, if you don't have the money to buy a supercar and you still want to enjoy driving around a supercar, do stick around for the next video. I'm going to explain to you guys how you guys can drive your dream cars. So go ahead and watch the next video. It'll be out shortly. You guys will most definitely enjoy it. And finally, guys, the last reason why you should not buy a supercar is because the Teslas are faster. That's it. I'm kidding. No, actually, disregard everything I just said. Supercars are amazing. You have to understand that you're not buying a supercar because they're convenient. You're not buying a supercar because they're cheap or because, you're going to get to use them all the time. But that 1 or 2 days, a month or a year that you get to take them out onto the track, that's going to make up for all of the, kicks in the butts you're going to get from driving on regular streets. That's going to make up for all the bad looks that you're going to get on the streets. That's also probably going to make up for the fact that you're going to lose all privacy the moment you own a supercar. Everyone's going to take pictures. Everyone's going to take videos. You have to get used to it. It's something that every supercar owner has to deal with. So, guys, please, please, please give this video a like. Drop a comment down in the description or below the description. And I really recommend you watch the next video, which is somewhere up there, probably where the R8 is. That's going to tell you guys how you can drive the sports cars that you guys have always wanted to drive, but maybe you can't afford to. So go ahead, drop a like, subscribe, watch the next video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.